You are always aligned, but with what? You are always aligned, but with what, bruh? By LoveLivingPeach. The deeper truth of unseen alignment, quote, alignment, just means where you're calibrated, where you're focused, what you think about most of the time, where your mind is, your deepest, innermost, actual thoughts and beliefs about yourself that you might not even be consciously aware of. That's your alignment. By LoveLivingPeach, cat. Alignment just means whatever you're focused on, where you pay attention. Alignment isn't positive or negative. It's not good or bad. Alignment does not mean good. When you say you are aligned, that doesn't mean you're in a good place, because you are aligned. Just like your tires on your car might have a messed up alignment, right? They're aligned. They're just aligned in the wrong way. And you may be aligned in a way that you're not intending, because of the deeper truth of what you're aligned with, you may not even be acknowledging. Check out my videos if this interests you. For example, right now it is 3:58 a.m. in the morning. It's Saturday, July 1st, 2023. And what I'm aligned with is staying up and making this little video, because I like to talk about alignment. I'm going to read from the dictionary. Alignment means to be aligned, or to align or aligning, which means to bring into align or alignment. Align the books on the shelf. To array. An impressive display or range of a particular type of thing. To array, on the side of or against a party or cause. He aligned himself with the protesters. To get or fall into line. He aligned with his friends toward a common purpose. To be in or come into precise adjustment or correct relative position. So in that way, we talk about alignment as the correct thing that you're pointing at. However, it's so crucial to also understand that whether you're pointing toward the precise adjustment of the correct relative position of your precise on purpose or not, you're still aligned. You're just pointing at something you're not pointing at on purpose, or you're focused or unconsciously, subconsciously, without your conscious awareness. Set up in alignment on something that's unseen, unknown, which is the deeper truth of unseen alignment. What are you aligned with deep down in the cogs and the wheels and the machinations of what makes you you? What's actually going on down there? Do you even know? Watch more videos, follow, subscribe, join me on Patreon if you'd like to support me so I can continue making more videos like this. Thanks, bye. If you find yourself struggling to manifest your dreams, or another way to say it is if you're having a hard time getting what you want, achieving your goals, if you're having a hard time having healthy relationships, or a healthy relationship with your body or with your friends or family, or finding friends, or having a loved one, a romantic loved one. If you're struggling with all of these things and you think that you think good thoughts about yourself, you think you're aligned, you think you're on the right path, the issue may be that where you are aligned, what your deeper truth of your unseen alignment is, could be that you are focused where you don't realize. Your radar is calibrated or set to something which you didn't intend to set it to, because deep down, the deeper truth of your unseen alignment, or another way to word it, the reality of what you really think about yourself, or what you actually believe in your deep down unseen thoughts of yourself, that's where you may be unintentionally aligned with lack, or with believing you don't deserve, or with believing you actually are a POS, or whatever it is that your traumatized experience or your unseen, unhealed wounds are calibrating, aligning you to, where it's putting your latitude, longitude point on the map and the radar in your unseen vibrational state. The radio station that's playing in your subconscious mind that you're not aware of, the YouTube channel, or the television station that is being broadcast internally to your physical self, thoughts that are contrary to your higher calling, or to your true purpose, or to your actual desires in life. It may be contrary to everything that you work for, and you still don't understand, why the F am I getting these results when I'm working so hard? And maybe in your conscious mind, you think that you know what you're focused on. You think you know what you're aligned with. You think you know what is on your radar. You think you understand where those fine point measurements are being made internally, where that needle is pointed. You believe that it is coded and calibrated exactly the way you want it to be. However, this video is to express emphatically, to iterate and reiterate, to repeat ad nauseum, that where you are actually aligned may be a deeper truth that's unseen because you didn't heal the wounds. For example, I just listened to a 44-minute video by Neville goddess Maggie Murphy. She also said she's got a new Abraham Hicks channel. I guess I have to check that out now. But anyway, and she was talking about how she, for years, was aligned with this reality that she was creating because she didn't realize that she had wounds. She said, yeah, her father had left when she was a kid, but she was dating some guy years ago who had open abandonment issues he would discuss. And she was like, yeah, well, my dad left, but it didn't affect me. And it was only many, many years later that his words, oh yeah, it's in there, actually came into her conscious awareness. And she recognized she had been operating from a false state of alignment, meaning she did not even realize where she was calibrated deep, 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 deep down in the abyss of her unconscious mind, which was driving her behaviors and her actions and her beliefs, and of course manifesting the results, which is exactly what I experienced, which we all experience, which is the point of this video, which is to say that our alignment, when we say the word aligned, when I say the word aligned, what you're aligned with, that does not necessarily mean positive or negative. It just means where you're freaking lined up, what you have going on. And some of it you may be fully aware of, and some of it you may not. And that's, this video is to say, when you think that you are doing everything you're supposed to do, quote unquote, supposed to do, and yet you're still not manifesting what it is that you're trying to manifest, or you're having terrible results, or, you know, maybe like Maggie said about herself, maybe you're doing really well in one area, like financially, but then your relationships or your body health are suffering, and you don't understand why. And the point of this is to say it's likely because there's an alignment, there's a calibration, there's a belief system, there's a structure of what you see yourself as. There's a worldview that you view yourself as within your family world that is now translating out into the outside world, and you're not aware of it. So this video is not going to give you all the answers. It's just to say, hey, maybe you think you're aligned with all the good positive things, but you're actually not. And maybe you got some unhealed wounds in there. Maybe you've got some unseen junky belief systems. Maybe you have some faulty thinking that's actually a belief deep down in the nuggets of your childhood that you haven't uncovered. And that is why those cogs and those wheels are churning, and you think you've programmed it to give you, XYZ result, but you're over here getting, bumba faka paka taka, and you're like, what? And that's why, like when I said in one of my videos, the aligned partner will want you. It means whoever is aligned with what you're at right now is going to want you. So if you're aligned with being a totally insecure, unhealthy person, you are going to attract somebody who is aligned with that. Whether you're aware of it or they're aware of it is not really relevant, because look at your relationship or your lack of relationship and you will see what you're aligned with. I'm aligned with being alone, and I am alone, and it's a conscious choice, and it's a constant vacillation struggle internally of between, do I actually want to be alone because I enjoy it so much, and then am I going to end up alone? And that's something that I'm working on, and I know that the continued answer for me is to just keep doing the work of healing all of my unseen, unhealed wounds, and of course the ones I do see, but they haven't healed yet. Because just because you see a wound doesn't mean you've healed the wound. And just because you've analyzed it, and maybe even intellectually, even spiritually, and emotionally, and maybe even mentally, you may understand it in every aspect and every angle and every level, and looking at it from top to bottom and bottom to top, left to right and right to left, and diagonal, and all these angles going from the inside out and the outside in, and the bird's eye view and the macro and the micro. And you may literally have dissected and analyzed every single aspect of a trauma or an experience, and yet still not have actually changed your inner belief system or behavior, or the way you relate to it or others or yourself. So the deeper truth of the unseen alignment is that just because you understand or know a thing doesn't mean that you're still like you might know that the brakes or the wheels, you may know with every master's degree level of understanding why that shit is not properly aligned. But that's not going to make it drive right just because you understand it, okay? You got to go in and do the work of fixing the alignment now. So that's what this video is about, to get you to understand that alignment is not some magical word. Alignment is not a magical place. Alignment is not something you have to work to achieve. You're always aligned. But with what? So what you think and believe about yourself, that's what you need to work on. And your alignment will shift as your beliefs shift and as your understanding and then your behavior. So you can take your understanding of all the things that brought you to this place of alignment, and then that becomes the curriculum for your growth from the gap between where you want to go and where you are now and what it is you need to heal and work on and face and deal with and throw out and clarify and hone and, debunk and declutter and get all of it sorted in a way that will actually positively impact your actual belief system about yourself. And then therefore that will shift your actual alignment. It's our alignment that has to shift so that our lives shift. And we can change our alignment by changing our thoughts and changing our words and changing what we think we believe and changing what we think about, changing our goals, changing our inner thoughts, our inner dialogue, our inner conversation, changing your inner landscape, change your inner atmosphere, move to a new neighborhood in your inner mind and inner world, move to a new state or a whole new country, move to a new planet or an entire new galaxy if you are living in a galaxy in your mind of terrible beliefs about yourself. It's time. Get on that rocket ship in your mind. Quantum leap. It might take time. It might be instantaneous. There's levels and layers, and that's life. And that is the deeper truth of unseen alignment.
Next time we come here.
I just like the sound of her ding.